Hello, friends. Today I need to be very truthful and honest to all of you as to the severity of my mental health in the last 3 to 4 months and currently as of now. I am severely mentally ill. I have complex PTSD and dissociative identity disorder. The symptoms of both CPTSD and DID have been growing more acute in recent months. My very sense of self is slipping away and disappearing into the void. I live under constant threat daily of cyberstalking, which is in its 9th year. Kiwi Farms is still stalking my Facebook, even though they have recently closed and made private the subforum that they had of me. And potentially they are still stalking me in public on the streets in Portland. Under this situation, I've had no real capacity to decompress, let alone any semblance of safety outside of amassing weapons to protect myself. I'm also dealing with this stalking problem while still houseless, and with few people helping me out at all. Of those that are willing to even help me. All of those compound factors, then you add growing isolation, often by other mostly white trans women. My CPTSD and DID symptoms are becoming more severely acute. My suicidal and homicidal ideations have been at its worst since 2013. Even with stable permanent housing around the corner, I continue to get worse. Even as each passing week, I worsen. My substance use is rising. Marijuana use, alcohol use, and tobacco use all on the rise. I can feel myself splitting, switching, and slipping into the darkness. Even the very act of trying to quietly meditate has become an act of futility for me. It used to be only sometimes dissociation and suicidal thoughts would happen. Now it's relatively occurring daily or near daily. Strange and violent thoughts, ideas, compulsions. I feel like I'm living dead, if not already dead, metaphorically speaking. I am slowly losing my mind. Maybe I died back in 2013 with the near lethal Zoloft overdose on April 5th that year. Or maybe it was at Twac Cascadia in the middle of Willamette National Forest in Central Oregon, where I was accused of murdering my ex-boyfriend by the entire action camp. I am not exactly sure what it was. Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. I think my headmates are hard at work, blocking me from remembering what really happened. So if I'm going to have a past, I now have it as multiple choice. I don't know. I do know. I'm also stressing out about other things. The housing situation with Portland right now, and working with Cascadia Behavioral Health and the rapid rehousing program that's promising to start looking for housing with me next week as early as Tuesday, and I've yet to hear anything of substance that will get me off the streets before winter. And of course, I move in, I start paying rent, and then I have to worry about moving my stuff that's in storage in a 5x5 storage unit in Oakland, California. And I don't know what to do anymore. I lately, the last few days, I've been thinking that suicide is better than having to deal with all this. I don't know if I'm going to live next month. I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah,